Look at this wave. Look, beautiful size, and pulls up under the hood, pushes through. Solid surfing right there. A little bonus head dip on the end of that wave. She is picking them out, Ross.
Unbelievable style. I mean, this girl's technique is so dreamy. She's really buttery.
We see Ian take off on this one, nice and deep, straight into the barrel. Beautifully managed here, pulls in a second time. I love how he threaded through that second section there.
It's hard. It's challenging out there. Ian Gentile doing his best to make it look easy, though. The closeout section keeps the fins engaged through that turn. Nice finishing maneuver, Strider.
Yeah, that was some fire. You know, it's funny, his body language, I think, you know, like sloth.
Connor O'Leary, the one, though, looking for his best wave of the heat, looking for a 5.0. Keanu Singh playing a little bit of a priority game. And Ian Gentile just calm, cool, collected, sloth. Up and off, nothing slow about that turn, though. It's inside section and another massive move from Ian Gentile.
I love it.
My only issue with the sloth Strider is that it's moving so fast.
No, the surfboard is, but did you watch his style? His body is relaxed.
He's still going.
He's calm. He's collected. He's like one of the funnest guys to see when you watch him on a wave. But everything is cool, and then his actual board is what's moving super fast, which I like, just to be able to let that surfboard do the talking.
Kaitlin Simmers, our heat leader, with a nice slash off the top. S-ing through these sections, waiting for the wave to stand up. Again, little vertical through the lip for Simmers.
With control right now, he's got the lead and priority. Gentile on the paddle. Long wall ahead of him. Winds up off the bottom, slashes off the top. Looks down the line one more time to the lip and finishes it off.
Out in their emotions, so it'll be fun to watch this one in this matchup.
This was during the break. Callum Robson.
Man, Callum on fire. He's been so fun to watch. That's Ian Gentile. And so Ian gets a first wave right off the hooter on the backhand as well. Just beautiful hook in this first section and a second. Combination of major maneuvers. That's what's going to be part of today's scoring potential. She did just that, and just a ton of speed as she does it. Vertical, up into the lip, and comes around it one more time. Not a lot of opportunity, but most of the scores seem to be coming off the left, Strider.
Yeah, well, you can kind of get into that vertical range, and right now, you know, it's hard to actually, you know, go out on the face. These face turns look okay, but once you get up into the lip line, that's where you're going to see some points go. This is where we're going to see a rookie and how she reacts.
It's going to be really interesting. This momentum shift that we've talked about. Well, let's just pick it up live here in a great-looking wave. Kaitlin, wow. Backhand hanger from her, and again, slashing high in the pocket.
There's your answer.
Style, as ever, is on point. The aggression's there, and the speed and the flow.
Shove it. Holy moly. Yeah, that's going to be a big number. Just the first turn, right? I mean, we had a good angle on it, obviously.
She's still sitting on a 4-5, and that's leaving the door open. Still nice and smooth on the face. That offshore wind puffing the lip. That's what we want to see.
Like to see that. That's a good sign.
Live action here, and a nice swoop from Simmers, and again goes up so steep and vertical, takes on the section and does it well. The squad love it. Kaitlin Simmers, an opening ride from her. It's decent.
You know, right here, she looks like she's just kind of, okay, get my feet, get it going. All right, set up this turn, but then wham, right into the corner. So she, you know, does the timing of it perfectly where she comes in.
The trials final was pretty wild and a lot of similarities to what we have today. There's some big names that Kobe had to get past, like longtime CT standout Nikki Van Dyke. Coming off the carve, snapping that oncoming section. And now building up some board speed is Gentile, laid back off the lip. And there's a quiet little celebration from the Maui boy.
Well, we got a lay down takeoff. This is Ian Gentile, up and riding, a narrower stance. Wow, cracks one off the top there. You can see his board actually skipped completely out of the water there, but gets that final turn. That was a great finishing move. Perhaps there's one more down the line here. Looking nice and relaxed. Cuts back. Rebound. Is he going to get one final hit?
It's pretty rad, and I'll tell you what we saw after this wave of
Katie. So this one's standing up in front of her, just attacks the lip, drives around super late. And, wow, that's that raw, youthful energy just, attacking this wave. Watch this first one. Gets up on the lip, tries to keep the board nice and flat under her feet so she could land it. Transitions straight up into this thing and, almost caught her off, but very, very critical and definitely a huge amount of skill needed to perform. They've got to fight for your position. So she's currently fighting well. Here goes Katie Simmers.
Kaitlin now setting up that burst surfboard design and pelts it off the lip. So much speed. It rips one right on the money. Simmers, nice wrap off the top and fits in another turn in a tight space, and the Grom goes straight down. Gentil wants his spot. We'll see if that was a big mistake. Throws down a solid frontside hook. Off the lip with the jam, and now he's got a little end section. Snap to slide. Gentil controls it, and I think he's done enough to take second off Kaio.
The no priority, and as we all did, at the QS contest, and he was such a good surfer, but just was he's got such a mellow demeanor, like battling for waves, and paddle battling was tough. And I remember doing a contest with him, and he was just like, oh man, I don't think I could do this anymore. And he took a pretty long break, and then when they did the QS priority, I think he was like, oh well, I got to give it another try, and here he is on the CT. So it's cool to see him make it. He's been a really good surfer for a long time.
I asked her coach John Daniels who she was. Oh, that's Katie Simmers from Oceanside. And guess what? He's one of the best surfers in the world right now, and for good reason. Ooh, great layback there for Katie.
Sets that up, that barrel again, just nicely done. Look, even going for the double barrel.
Oh,
so
my.
Seeing that opportunity, and it's not on every wave you're going to get the opportunity for double barrel. She does it.
That's incredible. Strider, how about the talent from Oceanside?
That was insane. Grom looking like a veteran, just straight up through the lip right there. This wave just highlights her perfection in technique. I mean, whipping under the lip right there. Did you see that layback transition into the barrel? Was insane. This young lady is all-time right now. Beautiful down carve, flashes of Gur right there. That was so sick.
But Pete, on this wave in particular, a couple of moments of brilliance.
Look at the little shift of her feet up onto the board. You see her pull up into the front of it, and that just gives her that extra speed. And then the little delayed bottom turn stall. And again, deep on both barrels. Such good flow in between that.
Yeah.
So the read was awesome. And then the layback snap coming up right here, holding the rail. Lengthy through that turn. Look. Oh, and just compressing into the board. So cool to watch and so stylish.
It is just amazing to me how much she has improved in the last 2 years. When she won the U.S. Open in 2021, I mean, look at that style in the barrel.
Yeah, just the little footwork, the little subtle shifts of the feet. Sets her up on the board in the perfect spot. Look at how trimmed and stable the board is. And then here, almost grabbed the rail there.
That was filthy at the
that
end
was going to be
right
a
there.
6 still. It was a 6 slow-mo too, but...
And guess what? She takes the lead, drops a 7.93. Kaitlin Simmers in first place on the leaderboard, and she still has left to go. If we do want to be critical, she mistimed a few sections, so a score that was nearly an 8 could have possibly been a 9, Rosie. But all in all, to handle the pressure situation right now, after Steph served, impressive from the youngster.
Yeah, definitely. The 7.93, is that going to stand the test of this night's session? Will she be number 1?
No?
It's only one person making it to the semis. So already, Steph's out of contention.
And
Lakey's out of contention. Alessa's out of contention. So the only people that can overtake her, Joanne and Molly.
How unique was that stall, though?
Yeah.
She is just a star. And Strider said it perfectly. Bit of the old school with the new school, and I mean, she nearly rode out of it. But how's that turn straight into the stall of the barrel right here? The recovery, Rosie, and the composure just to ride out of this thing at the end.
I hope all of the athletes are just taking notes, because this has been We've watched a lot of surfing today, Mitch. This has been my favorite ride so far.
She goes for the pop shove it with her hair in her face.
I think I saw a video of her landing that maneuver. I think it was in Hawaii or something a couple of months ago. Look at that style. Look at that back knee, the way that it drops. It's so easy when you drop that back knee too to get that caught in the face of the wave, but she stayed so compact. She has so much self-awareness of where her body is and the body dynamics on the wave. That grab rail, look at the length that she lays it on rail for. That's what I always like to look at when you're breaking down those rail turns.
It's funny how you have to kind of start going, okay, what am I going to do here in order to win this heat? You start kind of ad-libbing and taking different waves and doing different types of maneuvers.
Ian Gentile, wave number 2 from the surfer from Maui. Snap there on the Mayhem. One more carve for Gentile, putting it together on this wave. A little variety in his turns. Inside section slows up a bit for Gentile. Aggressive snap there. Make it 2 for Ian. Tapered wall, a little warble on the inside oncoming section, and closes it out. So nice performance by Ian Gentile, Flip.
Yeah, we see Katie having a look here on the inside.
Expect something. We see the kick stall.
Kick stall in the air, frontside air grab. Katie Simmers. There's a skate influence right there, and that's going to be a puzzle for the judges because we have not seen that very often from the women. And a snap to finish, pearls the nose.
Would have loved to see that finished because that would have been a real question for the judges.
3 or 4 quality waves per heat.
There's just something really pure and nice to look at. An all just blank, clear surfboard. Mayhem under his feet. Ian Gentile, just right here from beginning to end, nice and creative, really, really cool looking surfing.
And he was so inspired by Andy Irons, he had to do those Andy kind of floaters at the beginning of this wave and in the middle part of it, and I really loved that last turn.
This is a popular surf destination for a good reason. The waves here are amazing. Here we go, Gentile now trying to clean up the mess he just made. Nice high-speed floater there. Huge slashing snap right there. Love it. Another vicious turn. Wow. Now he's going to have a front row seat to the Ian Gentile show. We're loving what Gentile gave us yesterday in the form of some beautiful extended turns. And he's looking like he's right back in the form we left him with yesterday afternoon. What an incredibly perfect wave for Ian Gentile. Super fast, so he didn't have a lot of face to work with to give us one of those extended roundhouses, but what he did provide was a high-speed, high line from the jump all the way to the inside section. Here we go. Prepare yourselves for beautiful surfing from Ian Gentile. Quick snap there to start. Flying around this section. Here's some open face for Gentile to work with. Let's cut that first turn short. Big extended floater.
That was cool.
That was radical. Into another quick snap. Follows through. Can he get the completion and the finish?
8.67 for Felipe Toledo. He's gone excellent 2-wave total. Once again, alley-oop.
Nice.
Ian Gentile sticks that landing. Check turn there. Gentile working this off. He's going to be right back in the game if he's able to complete this ride. Layback jam oncoming section.
Man.
Ian Gentile with a great comeback.
What, you think that's his first excellent number of his championship tour career? I would have to say pretty close.
Be, yes.
We'll see what the judges think, but man, what an answer.
That'll be the best number in this heat so far, but Ian's already answering. Snap, and then a 2-for-1, getting back to the lip for a float. Hanging in there, and he will get the completion.
Okay, that was interesting. As soon as you're expecting, oh, he's going to get a little bonus section right there.
Bonus reform, wraps it, rebounds off the water patrol. Snaps it on the inside, fades out. Well done for Gentile, finding a lot of energy on that last wave.
I need to talk to Matt. I don't have enough boards.
Right?
You got 6? I got like 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Sharpeye doing an amazing job. He grew up down in Rio de Janeiro as we look at a big wall there for Kaitlin Simmers. Driving off the bottom, nice wrap off the top. She has room to set up that third turn, redirect, little ollie in transition. And the crowd loving that.
It's a heat still, and you need to apply pressure as early as possible.
How's this gem for Kaitlin Simmers? Setting up her first turn, a nice swing through the backwash. Setup work, she wants a ramp. She's got a big wind up as she goes off the lip into a float. So much air under that Bourse design.
I think at the end of this 44-minute heat, though, you'd have to say that that probably will be looking, you know, if you really wants to solidify it, you need to be upwards in the 16 points as we watch Gentil now. And we are waiting on this number as well, but gosh, look at the waves. It is just absolutely on fire. You talk about one of the best waves on tour. This is one of them, and the conditions have come to the party finally.
So looking at the priority rotation already starting here, and now rolling in with a little chip is Ian Gentil. Throwing down the bottom turn wrap to start. Hits the lip well, picks up speed through that maneuver. He's done that well throughout this event. Nice fading cutback. Sweeps it again. That lanky frame, he's got so much range. Steps on it quickly with that little lean back hack, and now frames it up off the lip.
Hammered.
Tail drops, stomps it. What a great connection. And still enjoying his reconnection with surfboards from Matt Biola.
Kaitlin could have taken that one, but Vahine was just positioned a little bit further in. Had the option to take it.
And now chipping in is the Californian, setting up a big section. Kaitlin Simmers with her head down, comes flying out, lays down a carve and kicks out to the safety of the channel. A brilliant ride for world number 5.
Holy smokes. That was major. Katie's, it just had a good feeling about it, you know, when you're calling a heat or when you're watching it at home as a fan. Some waves just make you have this really amazing feeling. And for me, that was one of those waves.
What a special moment for this young lady, 17 years of age. Remember, she got her 6.5 where she didn't completely disappear. That one was a bomb. She got shacked and then was able to just kind of redirect before she kicked out. Kaitlin Simmers' turn. The 17-year-old grabs the rail, styles through that first arc. Resets on the second maneuver. Stretches it out for another cool looking roundhouse cutback. Chips it off the lip line. Simmers stays on her feet.
What a comeback wave.
Wow.
Let's take a look at the straight on angle, Richie.
Oh, I love this first turn. Just drives through it with so much power. Straight back off the bottom. Jams it with a little layback hack. Comes around for a third. Really aggressive on this wave. And tags the finish. So what an incredible ride. Advantage going straight to Kaitlin Simmers here. Have a look at the technique, Rosie.
Yeah, and I love her positioning. I think the way that she's bottom turning around that whitewater and really laying it on edge. There's a lot of push at lows when it's this size and on these particular waves. And Katie just places her maneuvers in the right place.